Thanks God. Cold morning. Brothers and sisters, today, the 30th Sunday in Ordinary Time. When Jesus, together with his disciples, some people tried to test Jesus, especially this teacher of the law, asking him which commandment is the greatest. And Jesus summed up with these all the commandments, not just the 10 commandments, but there are a lot of commandments that the Jews being followed. Even if we total that 613 commandments and some prohibitions of the law. Jesus tried to sum up this by saying, this is the greatest commandments. First, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Second, you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. If we try to really reflect and deeply reflect on these commandments, it gives us a summation of all the commandments in this world. And in fact, if we just follow these 2 commandments, forgetting all the commandments, all the laws in the land, we can live peacefully in this world. The question, my dear brothers and sisters, is what is love? No. For sure, if I will ask you one by one to stand in front of here and explain and define what is love, for sure we have different definition. We have different views, different understanding of what is love. They said there are 1,001 ways to define love. If I will ask maybe a little kid to define what is love, his or her definition based on his or her understanding as a kid, as a little kid. Maybe if I will ask a teenager to define what is love, his or her understanding of love is based on feelings or emotions or likes or crushes. If I will ask married couple to define that, for sure they will base on their experience as a couple, based on their experience and views according to their perspective as a couple. Different definition, different understanding, different views of what is love. Some people said, Father, love is like a rosary full of mystery. Yes, love is a mystery. We can only define, we can only understand the real meaning of love if you experience that. Now, in different situations, in different callings. Like for example, yesterday I went to the cemetery for a burial. And everybody who attended that burial tried to speak say something about that person, that guy, about his goodness, about how he tried to give his life for the community. And everybody experienced that kind of love to that guy, even the little children. One way of expressing, one way of showing his love to the people. The first commandment, my dear brothers and sisters, Jesus said, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." To love God with all our heart, mind, and soul means we must give to the Lord our God totally, not 50-50. No? I remember this 50-50 when we have a raffle. It's 50-50. No? Not portion, not letter, but everything. We must surrender to the Lord everything that we have, our lives. God is worthy of all our love and affection. He should be of the greatest value in our heart. It means that everything in this world, everything that we have, our life, our works, even our families, everything, we offer that to the Lord. What it means, my dear brothers and sisters, it means that we are dependent to the mercy and goodness of the Lord. And in fact, it's that the reality of life. We are nothing in this world without God's mercy. No? That's surrendering, loving the Lord, all our heart, mind, and soul. The second commandment, it says, you must love your neighbor as you love yourself. To love ourselves means to take care of all aspects in our lives. To take care of our total being, not just our bodily aspect, but also our spiritual lives. And this is how we can care our neighbor. To sacrifice, to respect, to show concern to others. We know that being a Christian, our calling is not just to have faith and believe in God, but to put this faith into action, to actualize this love by showing and concern to other people. Love is the greatest gift and the greatest responsibility in our lives. We cannot say that we love God. We cannot say that we love God above all and ignoring others. It must go hand in hand. In fact, if we try to look deeply in the commandments, it just falls into one, about love. About love. Again, my dear brothers and sisters, if we say that we love God, we must concretize and actualize this by loving our neighbor. Loving our neighbor is not about quality. It is about quantity. Now, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. You know? It is whatever we do in life and to others, it is about our concern to one another. As what Mother Teresa said, if we remember, she said once in her quotation, he said, it is not about or to love others. It is not what you do in life, but how much love you put into it that matters. It is not about what you do in life, but how much love you can put it that matters. So what is really important is the intention, the concern, the love. She expressed her love for God by serving the poorest of the poor and the most abandoned and neglected people in the society. That's one way, that's the way she expressed her love to God, by serving other people, especially the least fortunate, the most abandoned, the most neglected people in the society. And my dear brothers and sisters, let us always remember that the perfect example for us about loving ourselves to others is Jesus. Jesus gave us an example of love for us. He sets a perfect example of kindness and love. Through his earthly ministry, Jesus shown his love for others by blessings and serving others. To the poor, the sick, the distressed, above all, Jesus shown to us a perfect expression of his love by dying on the cross to ransom our sins. This is the perfect example of loving one another. Jesus is our example. My dear brothers and sisters, let us always remember in the commandments into this gospel to love God with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind, and to love others as we love ourselves. Forget all the commandments if we can. No? Sometimes there's too much laws in commandments, but just remember these two and follow it faithfully. You will be good if you follow this by heart.